Online students, is my voice is loud and clear? Clear, right? Now, let's start the session. So, in the last class, we are discussing Tableau, and let's continue with the Tableau. And here in the Tableau, just I'm trying to load the data which we have used earlier. Okay, what are the data sets we have used earlier? That is orders data, which we have already used the same data set. Okay, this same data set which we have used earlier in the Power BI. If you can remember, in the Power BI, we have done in the same data set, which is nothing but Superstore data set, if you remember. So I'm going to use the same data set one more time. Just give me a minute. Hmm. And the data set which I have used earlier, just let me download from your Google Drive. That is Power BI. Superstore data set. This is the data set which we have used. So I'm using the same data set one more time. Done. So here just I'm trying to load the data set, that is Superstore data. Since you are already familiar with this data, and in this data you are having what are the orders data. You are having the orders data like people's data and everything. So here I'm going to select the orders data and I'm going to click on the worksheet. Already you know in this Superstore data set, what is the advantage of Superstore data set means here we are having the advantage like continuous variable, discrete variable, categorical variable, and time series variable. All the different types of variables are available. Since multiple data types are available and more amount of things we can execute. Right? Now, let's discuss one by one. So already you know in this data set what are the columns are available. Just as a small recap for our requirement. Okay, here just I'm discussing with you a small one. So this is the one. So row ID, order ID. So this is the order and order date, shipment date, and what is the type of shipment, customer ID. Okay, and what is the customer name and segment, country, what is the city name, state name, and region, and product ID, category, subcategories, products, and says quantity, discount, and profit. So already we have discussed this one, and already we have created the dashboard also, and we have also discussed the how to create the clustered bar chart, column bar chart, I mean stacked column, and all these things. If you remember in the Power BI, what are the plots we have discussed in the sequential order? What are the plots we have discussed in the sequential order, miss? Starting with the, okay, what are the plots we have discussed? First one is called as count plot. What is count plot means? Category on the x-axis. What are the categorical variable is there on the x-axis? And for each category, how many number of records are there on the y-axis? So whatever this one is there, x-axis is going to be the categorical variable and y-axis is going to be the count variable. What are the number of records are there? Count variable. Okay, that is count. So for count variable, we are going to write the simply in the Power BI we have created by using the count rows. A new measure we have created by using the count rows, or simply we can drag the same variable. What are the variable you are using for both of them? Same variable if you are using, automatically you are going to get the count plot. Okay. So in the Tableau also we are going to discuss same. For example, I'm having the region column. Okay, region. I'm going to take the region into the this one. So I'm just dragging the region here. And what are the different regions we are having, miss? 1 minute. So we are having the different regions and I want the count. So for count, what I'm going to do here, what are the count variable is available? Just. So it is going to give me the count plot. So what are the count plot is there? It is going to share me the count plot. And in this count plot, I'm going to get each region. If I want to keep in the ascending order or descending order, I'm going to keep in this way. And it is going to give me the count. The count I'm going to keep in the labels. What are the count is there? 1 minute. Okay, count I'm going to take into the label and it is going to give me the labels like this. Okay, now here what are the labels are there? This is the count plot. Region wise number of transactions. Total number of transactions in that this is the region wise. So this is the first count plot which we have discussed within the types of bar plots. Second one is called as bar plot. A bar plot is a combination of discrete variable, one discrete variable on x-axis. On y-axis, we are going to take the continuous variable. So it's a combination of discrete and continuous variable, which is bar plot. So now here, if I want to apply my bar plot, here I'm going to take one more time region column and along with the sales. In each region, what is the sales? Now, if I apply here, either in the ascending order or in the descending order, and the sum of the sales, if I keep in the label, okay. Now, if I keep like this, I'm going to get one more time. So here, in this case, what I have used means, what is the difference between this one and this one means, this is the count plot, where on the y-axis, you are going to see the count. This is the bar plot, right? And after the bar plot, we have discussed the stacked bar plot. Stacked bar plot. What is meant by stacked bar plot means you are going to consider the two discrete variables. It's a combination of two discrete. Okay. And one continuous. It's a combination of two discrete and one continuous. Whereas bar plot is a combination of one discrete with one continuous variable. One discrete with one continuous is called as bar plot. And in the stacked bar plot, you are going to have two discrete plus one continuous. Now, how you are going to apply two discrete? How it is possible two discrete means? It is very simple. On the x-axis, you are going to have one discrete variable. On the y-axis, you are going to consider with the different color of another discrete variable. Okay, let's take an example of this one. So let me rename this sheet name as, I'm renaming this one as count plot. Count plot. And let me rename this one as bar plot. A simple bar plot, which is a combination of one continuous and one discrete. And now, in each plot, we are going to do some formatting. So what is the formats we are going to apply? First format, whatever we are going to do is called as here, we have to keep this one in the entire view instead of standard entire view so that it will be visible very clearly like this. This is some kind of presentation mode. So when you click on the presentation, that is slide mode, okay, it will be visible like this. So in the presentation mode, it is going to have the complete. Okay, overall, it is going to be something like this. And you want to bring to the back means, again, you are going to click on this one and it will come back to a normal position. Okay, this is entire view or standard view. So I'm just clicking on the entire view. Now, after clicking on the entire view, here formatting. Generally in the Power BI or in the Tableau, how we are going to do the formatting means first First step is we are going to remove the grid lines. The background, what are the grid lines, horizontal grid lines are there na? First we are going to remove them. So for that, what we are going to do is click on the right click on the bar plot. What are the plot is there? On the plot, you have to click on the format. Once you click on the format, here the first one is font. Font means whatever the font styles you are seeing, not that one. Come to the last one called as lines. And within the lines, select the grid lines as none. So automatically the backend, what are the horizontal thin lines are there, na, that will be disappear. I don't want none of them. So you are going to give none. None means none of the line will be visible. Is that clear? This is the first format which you have to do. Sir, in the bar plot, what is the format? Any plot. What is the first format? What is the formats you have to do? Means first step is remove. What you have to remove? Horizontal lines. What are the horizontal lines are there? Second, also remove with respect to y-axis label. What are the y labels are there? This is also not required. For that, what you have to do is click on the y-axis header and click on the show header will be there. For y-axis show header, unlock this one so that the head y-axis will be removed. That is y label. Y label and y ticks. Y label along with the y ticks. Both will be modified. I mean removed. Next, remove this one also. Whatever this one is there, remove this one by clicking on the hide field labels. That one also remove. After removing this one, now come to the title. In the title, you give the title properly. What is the title means? Here, this is going to represent region wise number of transactions. Number of transactions. Number of transactions in each region. You select write this and keep in the bold letter, italic, underline, and keep in the center. Something I'm doing like this. And I'm going to increase the font size, my heading font size. Okay. So number of transactions in each region. Now, which region is having the more number of transactions? Something like this. Now, next here, what are the X labels are there and data labels? What are the data labels are there? This one also we are going to change the font. So for that, click on the this one and click on the in terms of format. Once you click on the format, here there is an option font. In the font, this is headers. Just increase the size to this one and I'm going to keep in the like this. Now slightly the size was increased and also I added the some bolt. And if you want to change the color or anything, you can add the colors. Okay, what are the colors you want? You can add the colors. Okay, colors how you can add? Just here you'll have in terms of this is grid lines, guys. Okay, this is the font. In the font, within the header, okay, once you click on this, here you can see and you can add the color also here itself. So for example, I want to select this. You can select which are the header, I mean, which are the color you are interested. Choose the color. Okay, and just add the bold. Now coming to the data labels. What are the data labels are there? Data labels also you can add the same way. So data labels is nothing but what are the titles? Okay, and just you add in the bold letters. What are the title you are having? It will be added in the bold letters. And here you can check in terms of totals. What are the default totals are there? And followed by this grand totals and followed by you are having in terms of cells and you can do in terms of adding. What are the things you want to add? You can add something like this. Now, so here I'm going to take this one and what are the data labels are there? Okay, my data labels. Here, what are the data labels are there? Alignment. You can do the alignment in which are the order you want. So you want in the center, in this, inside this, or on the top, wherever you are interested. And what are the data labels modification? Everything should be done here. Okay. Once you have done the data modifications and everything, data labels, now it is going to be like this. Okay, number of transactions in each region. This is called as count plot. After count plot, now it comes to the bar plot. So in the bar plot also, what type of formatting you are going to do? What type of formatting you have to do? First, what is the first step I had told you for you? First, convert this one to entire view. What is the formats you have to do, guys? Tell me one by one in the sequential order. What is the, I mean, it is not sequential order basically. At least you can remember easy way. For that wise, I'm saying it is a sequential order, but basically it is not in the sequential order. Formatting you can do as per your choice. Now, first, what we have to do in these formats? In the formats, first we have to remove the grid lines. So how to remove the grid lines means click on this, click on the format, and come to the grid lines. Here you have to select the none. Automatically background white color will be, that horizontal lines will be removed. Next step, you have to remove this show header. Next, you are going to remove this. That is hide field labels for columns. Field labels I don't require. Next, title. Give the title properly. What is the title is? This is a total transaction. Okay. This is a total sales region wise. Region wise total sales. Okay. Total sales by region wise. Okay, region wise total sales. And I'm going to just increase the font and keep the bold, italic, underline. And let me change the heading color to something green and click on the apply. And I will keep in the center. And instead of green color, green is not looking good. So let us try with this. Okay, better. So total says by region wise. Sir, underline is compulsory. See, none of them is compulsory. Choice is yours. Which are the way it is looking good for you, you can go accordingly. If underline is not looking good, remove that. Okay. So deselect the underline and click on the apply and click on OK. So first you select this underline, deselect, click on OK. Okay, it will be removed. So this is the total sales or total revenue, sales or revenue or something. And you are going to click on the OK. Now you have to modify the labels, X labels. How to modify the X labels, guys? How to format the X labels? You are going to click on this and click on the format. Once you click on the format, you will go directly here. And here you have to select in the headers. Within the headers, bold letters, and you are going to increase slightly the font to 12, and you are going to make them as black so that visibility will be more. And if it is looking nice, miss, okay. If it is not looking nice, miss, do the modification accordingly. Is the point is clear? How we are going to do the formatting, miss, in this way. Okay. How we are going to do the formatting, miss, in this way. Just click on the format. Once you click on the format, right click on the format. What are the values or what are this one, anything, just right click on the format and you are going to get the formats. And in the formats, what are the formats you are going to get? You can select in terms of which are the color you are interested. Okay, you can change the color or anything, right? Or simply you can keep in the black if you're not interested to modify anything. Now coming to the rows. Rows are there, columns are there. What is rows and what is columns? Columns is this one. Each of them is considered as column. And in the column, what are the headers are there? just I'm changing this one to color. Okay. Or you can keep in the black color only. If it is not looking good for you, miss, just keep in the black color. And here also you can change with respect to different values, right? So this is a column and this is the rows. Clear, guys? In each of them. Next, here tooltip. What is meant by tooltip? Tooltip means when you keep this one like this, what are the tooltip you are going to get? See, color was changed for the tooltip. And if you are giving the green color, tooltip color will change. Tooltip means this is the one. Okay. And the title. Title, if you can change to something like this, what other titles are there? You can change the different colors. Okay. Different colors you are going to get as per your choice. No restriction on all these things means just keep in the black. Whatever you are having the default, keep in the black. Clear, guys? Everyone, up to here. Anyone has any questions? Sorry? Copy. Ah, for format painter. I mean, here whatever you are having, this one copy and paste in the another sheet. That option is not available because it is Tableau now. It will not support for that. Is that clear, guys? Everyone? Yes or no? Up to here. Now, whatever you have done, for example, you want to save, how we are going to save or how we are going to publish. How we are going to save and how we are going to publish means just click on the save to Tableau public as. First time you are going to click on the save as. Second time onwards, click on the save. So you are going to click on the save as. Okay, for example, these are the two plots and I want to share to my manager. Now for sharing to my manager for these two, what I'm going to do is how I have to publish means click on the save to Tableau public as. And here it is going to ask you about the account. So create the account. First time who are using this one, you have to click on the create account. Okay, in my case also I'm going to create the account and it is asking the name. So I'm entering here my name, Siva, and this is Ram. And this is my mail ID, that is srk.nareshit@gmail.com. And it is asking to keep the password. So password should be having at least from 8 to 100 characters and at least one number and one uppercase, one lowercase and one special character. So I'm going to use in terms of using that. I'm creating one account and click on the create my account. Once you click on the create my account, so here it is going to send one link to your mail ID. So just open your mail. And once you open your mail, you will receive one link from the Tableau activation. Okay. Click on the, okay. It seems that you already have account. Reset your, and for your security, the link, if it is not requested by you. And here I'm entering the password. What are the password I have set? That is and set as new password. And this password was been used. Try again. Try another. Done. Now once it is completed, now here I'm going to click on the sign up. Sorry, not sign up, sign in. Already sign up was completed, right? Sign in. I'm going to sign in. My mail ID is using the mail ID. what are the mail ID just I have used just now. And I'm going to click on the sign in. Done. So once it was done, now here within the Tableau, again, I'm going to click on the save to Tableau public. Here you have to enter that one. What are the mail ID you have created? And passport, enter the passport. And remember me, click on the remember me so that automatically it will be login every time. You no need to use that one for multiple times. Now, so it is asking in what way you have to save this one. So I'm going to save this one on based on my date wise. What are the data I have worked? I'm going to just save this one in this way. Now automatically it is going to save. Okay, I'm going to save this one as my Tableau public. And this is the way it is going to get saved. And I'm going to publish. Right? So this will be available. Just I'm going to share my link, and what are the link I have shared, it will be opened by other person and they are going to see what are the work I have done. Okay, this is my first one. And in my second sheet, if they want to see my second sheet, they can move on to the sheet number 2, like that, multiple sheets, one after one. Okay, just you can download or something. This is my first one and this is my second one. Mm, This is first one is okay. Where about the second one? Just give me a minute. Mm, We want Tableau public only, correct only. I have shared two sheets, right? In this sheet one and sheet two, both are there, right? So let me cross check here. Mhm. Actually, you have to get next one like this. Here it has to be enabled. Why you are not getting here second one? Let me resave one more time. In the Tableau public, I'm going to save. It will ask to already exist. Yes, I am asking to read preparing 2 out of 2. Yes, 2 out of 2. Correct only. Guys, could you check from your end once? Online students, anyone are doing simultaneously with me, miss? Could you check once? Anyone? In your case, are you getting this one? Second one. Online students. Mhm. Could you cross check once? So this was created by me earlier, and which was created this one, which are created earlier. We are having this plots. Every plot is available here. Okay, different types of plots are available. That is dashboard. This is basically dashboard. And here, when you are having the multiple plots, you can apply the plots and also you can share the dashboard. Cross check once, please, everyone. Okay. So like this, you are going to publish, or you are going to publish in this way. Next, coming to the next one is bar plot. After the bar plot, now we are going to discuss the third type of plot is called as stacked bar plot. For stacked bar plot here, what are the region and some of the cells I'm having? I'm going to consider the same region and along with the sum of the cells, and I'm going to keep them in the ascending order or descending order, and what are the cells I'm having label, and I'm keeping this one in the entire view. Okay, up to here earlier also has completed. Now additional to this, what we are going to do means we are going to add what are the segment is there, segment into the color. So when I add the segment into the color, so I'm going to get each category within the region again which segment wise. This we call it as stacked. Same example, same thing we have done in the Power BI also, right? Just what is meant by stacked bar plot means just you are going to have like this. This is a stacked column chart or bar plot. I mean horizontal or vertical plot means it is vertical. How to convert vertical to horizontal means just swap. Click on the swap. There is an option called as swap. Okay, horizontal to vertical, vertical to horizontal. So it is going to do the swapping. Okay, so this is called as stacked column chart. Whatever we are discussing as of now, it is called as, let's rename this one as stacked column chart. Stacked column chart. So what are the stacked column chart you are having? So in this, we are having the values like this. Obviously, same logic you are going to apply. Once again, for formatting, we are going to remove this, hide labels for the columns, and remove the grid lines. For removing the grid lines, I'm going to click on the this, and here grid lines, I'm going to keep as none. Once I click on the none, automatically grid lines will be removed. What are the grid lines are there? Right? So here, just right click on this and click on the format. Once you click on the format, click on the this, and grid lines you keep it as none. And similarly for rows also, you have to select none. Once you select here none, automatically the grid lines will be disappear now. Okay. Or if you are having this one, the grid lines will be visible. Can you see now the grid lines slightly? Or if it is like this, dotted lines, if you want somewhat thick, now you can see clearly. I think now you can see clearly. And if I change this color to black, now it is more still visible. So what are the these grid lines are there? We are going to keep this one as none. So we don't want the grid lines. In the column wise grid lines means horizontal lines. Row wise grid lines means this one. Row means each row. Horizontal line. One row, one line. So we are going to remove the grid lines here, or in the entire sheet you can select as none. Simply in the entire sheet none means automatically in the overall sheet grid lines will be removed. Next, for this, just I'm going to remove this one. For removing that, click on the show header. And this one, I'm going to give the name. What is the name of this region? Along with the region, you are also having the segment wise. So segment wise total sales from each region. Segment wise total sales from each region. Okay, you are going to select like this, click on the bolt and in the center. And if what are the color you are interested, you are going to add the color as per your choice and click on the apply. And slightly I'm increasing the size to 16. Okay, this is my heading. So from each region segment, but that segment is not visible. Here tooltip, consumer, corporate and home office, okay, but that segment also should be visible. Here blue color indicates consumer, corporate and home office. I don't want this one. Legend also I don't require. So simply I'm going to click on the hide card, and here itself I require that one. So for that, what I'm going to do is segment I'm going to bring into the label. So directly here itself I can see clearly like this. This is looking good and it is easy for me to explain. So obviously I'm going to select this one. Is that clear, guys? Everyone? And I'm going to click on the save as. Up to here, I'm going to click on the save as. Save as means it is going to save in your uh, system. I'm going to save in my laptop in the PC as today's date. Okay, if you want to publish means click on the save to Tableau public as. Then and you can share the link and that link will be published to others. Means others also they can see. Uh, like we have done in the Excel in the Power BI. Sir, sir, I want to add the some borders. Yes, you can add the borders. If you want to insert any border or anything, you can add the borders or anything as per your choice. Okay, here what are the options are available? You can add the each and every option. You can try what are the different types of options are available. Okay, just you can click on the workbook name, sheet name. I mean, it is asking to insert something and default title or something, right? And then click on the apply and click on the OK. Now, still, if you want to add some additional modifications, click on the this. Here you can see the format of font. Okay, format in that title. Can you see here title? In the title, what are the title is there, which is you can add the title and here you can add in terms of bold letters and everything. So if you are hiding the titles, it will be impacted, right? If there is no titles, it will not be impacted. Next, rows, columns, okay, within the format. And this is alignment. In the alignment, you are going to bring everything in the center. Like what are the headers are there? You can bring in the center or in the corner, extreme left side or extreme right side or something. Okay. Now here I'm going to select the columns. What are the columns are there? Within the columns, in the center position, I'm keeping. All of them I'm keeping in the center position. Clear, guys? Next, similarly in the row also, which are in the right, I'm just bringing into the center. Next, this is format shading. And this one is format borders. If you want to add the borders for your, okay, you can add the borders. Clear? And you can add in terms of tips. I mean, tooltip or anything. For example, you want to see the what are the if I'm keeping like this in the segment, I'm seeing here region. segment and sales. Total 3 are visible for me. And you want to see the some kind of additional to this. You want to also add profit. Not only the sales, profit also you want to add. That too in the tooltip only you want to add. So then you are going to bring the profit into the tooltip. So when you add that one, so profit also will be added. Okay. If you want to add something in the tooltip means which one you want to add in the tooltip, just select that one and bring into the tooltip. Is that clear, everyone? Now in the bottom also, just I'm going to modify this one and I'm going to do the some formatting. And in the formatting here, we are going to select the font. What are the font is there? In the header, bold letters, right? Is that clear, guys? Everyone? This is stacked and I'm going to click on save. Already first time I have clicked on the save as, right? So next time onwards, I'm going to click only on the save. Right? Up to here, everyone is clear or anyone has any questions? If you are having any questions, please ask. Now, this is stacked column chart. This is stacked column. Similarly, if you want the stacked horizontal, stacked bar plot, you are going to click on this one. It is going to convert. Is the point is clear? Just if you click on this, it will be converted. Next, stacked column is completed. Similarly, stacked bar also completed. Okay, if you want to convert to something, you can add that. Okay. Sir, is there a way to change the background color? Yes, you can even change the background color within the formats. Okay, what are the formats you are going to select? Just you can do the formatting. Right? Next, coming to the next one called as stacked column is completed, stacked is completed. Now I'm going with the unstacked one. So same one more time I'm going to consider that is region. I'm going to keep here region and along with the sales. What are the amount of sales are there? Sales. Okay. And I'm going to keep in the ascending order. Now earlier, whatever here also I have done the region and sales only. For getting the stacked, the segment was added into the color. What are the segment is there? This segment was brought into the color. So whichever the categorical variable was brought into the color, that will be given with the color wise. Now here in the segment, what I'm going to do means, what are the segment is there? Instead of segment into the color, I'm going to bring the segment into the here. So I'm going to get the unstacked, which is clustered. Is the point is clear, guys? So same numbers, whatever you have seen here, 1,95,591, same 1,95,591 or 581, 1,21,886, same. Just only difference is earlier it is in terms of top and bottom, now it is side by side. So to bring the side by side, what we have to do? Okay. If you bring the segment, what are the second discrete variable? If you bring into the color, it will do the stacked. Okay. It will do the stack. Instead of bringing the second discrete variable, what are the discrete variable? If you bring into the here, it is going to give the clustered. So clustered column chart. You are going to get a clustered column chart in this way. Is that clear, guys? Next, here you can change the colors or you can do the formatting as per your choice. Clear? Now, so this is, let me rename this one as clustered column chart. This is the next one called as clustered column chart. Column chart or column plot, anything. Clustered column. Clustered means side by side. Clustered or unstacked. And similarly, you are going to do one more time. First, you are going to remove the grid lines. For removing the grid lines, click on this and click on the none. Automatically the grid lines. Now, can you see the vertical grid lines? Okay. So if you want to remove the vertical grid lines, for this one also we are going to select the none. And here what are the trend lines, reference lines, everything are there na? None of them we want. So for that we are just clicking on the none. Okay. Similarly for the rows also. Rows also we are going to keep none. Reference lines has none. Drop lines has none. So I don't want any kind of lines. Just I'm going to remove this one first. And also I'm going to remove this one. This one I'm going to click on the hide field. And I'm going to get something like this. Now each region I want to represent in the each color. So region I'm just bringing into the color. So one region will be represented in one color, right? This one I don't require. So just I'm going to remove this one. That is nothing but legend. If you don't want to see the legend, you can remove the legend and like this. And this is what I'm doing the format. And within the format, click on the font. And here you can add the header and you can keep in the bold letters black. And you can increase slightly the values like this. Okay. So automatically, what are the headers are available, right? So in the headers, what are the headers are available? The headers will be modified in this way. Is that clear? Now, in everything from this plot, I can understand that in every region, home office is making the lowest one and consumer is making the highest in every region. Every region, it is going to have the same. Home office followed by corporate followed by consumer. Okay. Consumer segment is making the more amount. And this is title. I'm giving the title as once again same. Earlier, what are the title I have given here? That is segment wise. Okay, segment wise total sale for the each region. Only difference is here it is stacked. Here it is unstacked. Only difference is that remaining everything will be the same. And I'm going to keep in the center, apply and OK. Okay. And I don't want the format. Clear guys, everyone? Clustered and this. Both of them are clear. Clear, everyone? Now, I want the segment in the consumer segment. Which region is making the highest? Within the consumer segment, tell me guys, which one is making highest from this plot? Can you anyone say? From the consumer segment, which one is highest in the consumer segment? West is the highest with the 3,62,000. East, followed by central, followed by south. And within the next one of this, let's take an example of like this. For corporate, which is the highest means again west, followed by east, followed by central, and followed by south. This is within the region segment wise. I want within the segment region wise means then what are the region you are having here? This should be brought after this. If you are bringing after to this, first main one will be cited as the segment. In the segment, again, it will be divided into subcategories into 4. So first main, for example, if you are taking like this, see, let's take an example like this. Okay, this is the one where you are going to have the region. Main is region. Within the region, subcategories, I want the consumer and home office and corporate. Okay, consumer, corporate, and home office. So within the each region, I want like this, or within the consumer, I want the region that is west, east, south, north, and south. You want like this. In which way? Which one you are going to consider? Okay, which one you are going to consider? That is your choice. You may consider this one region within the region segments or within the segments regions. So first main thing should be segment. In the segment, I want the each region wise. In the segment, you are going to add the region wise. Is the point is clear? In the each segment, you are going to get the region wise in every segment. So from here, we are going to understand in the home office, which region is making high, within the corporate, which region is high, and within this, which is high. Sir, in this example, everything, as we are observing that consume in every case, west only is the highest. South, east, sorry, south, central, east, and west. South, central, east, and west. In every case, I'm going to get the same thing only, no, sir. Here you are getting the same. Let's try with the, okay, instead of segment, let's go with the category wise. What are the categories you are having? Let's see the category wise. Now categories are also making in the same way as furniture. For furniture, it is having the more demand in the western region. Office supplies in the western region. Technology in the eastern region, not the western region. So every time it is not going to be the same. Is the point is clear, guys? Everyone? Understood? The point is understood? So just you are going to add in whatever the way you are interested, just you are going to create like this. And either keep in the ascending order or descending order. So only difference between this one versus this one is this is stacked, this is clustered. Clustered and stacked both are clear now. Now, next we are moving on to the next one. That is next plot. What is the next plot we are going to see means 100% stacked. 100% stacked column. In the Power BI also, we are going to have the same. Sir, in the clustered column chart, okay, clustered bar means you want in the horizontal. What you have to do? Click on this. You are going to get in the horizontal. Once you click on this, you are going to get in the vertical. Horizontal followed by vertical. Clear, guys? Same data set which you have used earlier in the Power BI and the same plots which you have done earlier in the Power BI. Same thing I'm doing one more time here. Clear, everyone? Plots. Yes or no? Done? Everyone? Others, please respond. Other than Sapna and Hitesh. Up to here, count plot, bar plot, stacked, clustered. Anyone? Any questions? Yeah, Abhishek, Swati, others. Everyone, please respond, guys. Only 4 to 5 students or 6 to 7 students are responding. Yogesh, which one is not clear for you? Yogesh, question. What is the question is not clear? No clear. No clear means no is separate, clear is separate. Huh? I said no problem. Okay. Questions are no, answers are clear. Right? That is the meaning. Done. Done. Next, let's move on to the next one called as stack 100% stacked percentage wise. Same one, whatever we have done here. Now here I'm having in terms of different levels. What is the percentage within the south? How much percentage is by consumer? How much percentage by corporate? And how much percentage by home office? I want in terms of percentage within the south, that is 100% of south. In that, how much is contributed by the consumer? So for that, what I'm going to take means one more time. If you observe, I'm going to take the region, and again, I'm going to take the sales only. No difference in that. And here also, again, I'm going to add the segment in the colors. And what are the labels are there? I'm just representing the labels, that is sales as the labels. No need of 2 times. Just in my case, my mouse is moving, my mouse sensitivity. Okay. Something you are having like this, and you are going to click on the entire view. Okay. Which already you have completed. Here, stacked column, the same stacked column as it is have done here, but consumer is not visible. So add the segment also in the label. Add the segment also in the label, guys. Okay. Up to here is everyone is okay now? Already, which we have already completed. Okay. Let me remove this and let me remove this. First, let me remove. These two are not required and this is also not required. Okay. So we are having up to here like this. Now my requirement is what? Okay. My requirement is percentage wise I want to show. It is showing in terms of value wise. I want in terms of percentage wise. Means overall this is the from south. Okay. If without segment, okay, without any segment. So total south is 3,91,000. That is overall south. In the south, how much within the south, how much percentage? Total is this one. Number is total. And I'm going to get the like this. But I want their percentage. I want the percentage. For getting the percentage, what we are going to do means here, instead of calculating the sum, we have to calculate what are the value is there. The value, whatever the value we are going to calculate is not the sum. We are going to calculate the percentage. That is, these are the percentile values. And measure within the measure, average, median, count, same thing. Just a minute. If measure is available, okay. If measure is yes, pick table calculation. Here it is available. Pick table calculation. Just check here. Percentiles are there. That is, I'm not asking the percentile, percentage. My requirement is not percentile, percentage. In the quick table calculation, there is percent of total. Okay, what is the percent of total? I will explain with a simple example here. See, in the calculator, I'm typing this one. Before to the segment, before adding to the segment, within the south, what is the total, guys? In the south, what is the total? Total amount of sales in the south. In the south. In the south region, what is the total sales miss? That is 3,91,722. Okay, this is the one total sales within the south. Now I am looking for consumer. Okay, see segment I'm going to bring here. Now if I take here 1,95,581 plus 1,21,886 plus 74,255. What is the total miss? 3,91,722, which we have written. Now in this, first one is consumer. Consumer is making how much amount? I mean, total sales from the consumer is 1,95,581. From the next one is what? Corporate. So from the corporate, how much amount I'm making is 121,886. Now from home office, what are the home office is there? From home office, how much amount we are making is 74,255, right? Now this is the, if I do the total is obviously it is going to be this one only. If I do the entire total, this is going to be this. Okay, but my requirement is contribution percentage. That is 1,95,581 divided by 3,91,722, which is percentage I want. So that is 1,95,581 divided by 391,722. What is the contribution by this one, miss? 49.9%. Into 100 means you'll get percentage. Similarly, this one also 1,21,886 divided by overall 3,91,722. What is the value is 31.1%. It is making the 31.1%. 31.1%. Now coming to the home office. Home office, how much percentage it is making? Means balance. That is 74,255 divided by total is 3,91,722, which is making almost close to 19%. Okay, this is 19%. Now if you do the total, what is the total of these three? Which is 49.9 plus 31.1 plus 19, overall 100%. So within the 100%, I want the each segment, how much is the contribution? Means within the southern region, from consumer only 50% of the contribution is there. Remaining two of them are making 50%. Consumer itself is making the 50%. So that point I want. How to calculate that point means here you have to click on quick table calculation and percentage of total. Click on the percent of total. And what are the percent of total you have clicked? Okay. And now here compute open table down. So now same thing in the representation also in the label. What are the label you are going to do now? Here also you have to click on the same. One more time you have to click on the same. And after clicking compute using table down. So automatically you are going to get, see, 49.93, 31.12, 18.96. In the entire 100% contribution, so segment, what are the segment is there? Segment also I'm adding in the label. And if you want to see the sale also, I'm adding in the label. Every time this is the problem. What? Okay. Now consumer, how much? First segment is consumer, and in the consumer sales is 1,95,000. And order this one is there. Let me bring in the top. This is the order which I want to see. First, I want to see the segment name, followed by total sales, and followed by I want to see their percentage. So now overall 100. This is also 100. This is also 100. This is also 100. Everything will be on the same level. Within this 100, it is making 50%. In this 100, it is making 50.28%. In this 100, it is making 50. So from all the regions, consumer itself is making the close to 50%. So here you are observing segment wise. So obviously it is segment. Similarly, you can check in the category wise, category, subcategory, multiple will be there, na? Region wise, state wise, like that. I'm just applying everything for you. Only one I'm considering. So one discrete, one categorical means one discrete I'm focusing only on the region. Okay, one continuous I'm focusing only on the sales. When it comes to the two, I'm taking only the region along with the segment. This is one and this is two. two discrete variables I'm taking. And while considering this one also, two discrete variables. What are the two discrete I have considered means? One is region and one is segment. Every time I'm locking the two discrete variables as region and segment, and I'm applying the various plots. So what is the difference between this one means stacked column, clustered column? This is 100% stacked column. This is called as 100% stacked column chart. Okay, 100% stacked column chart. And here if you do like this, you're going to get in terms of horizontal. Open your Power BI. In the Power BI, whatever you are having, okay, just open. I'm trying to open the Power BI. Of course, there is no relation. Just because the plots, what are the plots we have discussed in the Power BI and the plots here, what are we are discussing, just to show you that we are discussing the same. So if I open the in the Power BI, so this is first one is called as what? Stacked bar. So for stacked bar, here also I applied the same. What is the stacked bar in the Tableau? This is stacked column, and stacked bar means this is the stacked bar, followed by stacked column, followed by clustered bar, clustered column, followed by 100% stacked, 100% stacked column. So these six, what are the top six are there? Those top six only we have covered just now in the Tableau. Stacked, clustered, 100% stacked. Is the points are clear? Everyone understood? Clear, guys? Now, whatever the things you have applied here, and I'm going to do the markdown. Sorry. Okay, same plot. What are the same plot is there? Same plot you can consider, same data set you also try with the same variables you try in the Power BI, you try in the this one. Both will give the same outputs. Both of them, both the data sets, already the data set is available with you. Now, anyways, I'm going to share this one also for you. Now, I'm going to click on the save, and these are all the plots which I'm going to share this one. And just to give me a minute. And I'm going to save this one. This is the file, and this file will be uploaded in your Google Drive. I'm just uploading in your Google Drive within the Tableau folder. Already the data set is available. So just you can add the data set and you can practice. Right? So today we have covered some of the plots. In tomorrow's class, we are going to cover the line plot area, like here line area, stacked area. And this all these things are there now. Tomorrow we are going to cover almost remaining plots. These plots we are going to try to cover in the tomorrow's class. And in the day after tomorrow's class, we'll cover some of the plots. With that, automatically plots will be completed. Once plots are completed means automatically you know remaining things. Clear, guys? So we'll continue in the tomorrow's class from here. Just try to practice. As I've told you, these are tools now. Too many options. If I discuss now continuously, there is a high probability you may not understand properly. If you want, we can add, okay, one more. Like I'm taking the ordered date. What are the ordered date is it? I'm considering the ordered date. One minute. Okay. Just I'm going to consider the ordered date. And this ordered date just I'm dragging here and along with the sales. When I drag the date along with the sales, automatically it is going to give me the line chart. And instead of line chart, if I select here area, it will give the area chart. Simple. Area charts, line charts, all these things are just simple like that. And if you want to add the segment, just you can add the segment like this, right? This is a stacked area chart. So we'll continue from here in the tomorrow. Each and every plot, let us continue in the tomorrow's. Unnecessarily discussing now. So as of now, we have covered the different types of plots and we have discussed about the formatting. Let's give a try while practicing and practice with the clear formatting, proper formatting. And if you want to add any additional formatting also, add the formats. So neatly it has to be represented. So add the format and here you go with the font and here headers. You have to select the headers and in the headers, just you are going to increase the size. Which one is looking good for you according to that? Okay, here the header size was increased and you are going to keep the black color like this, which will look nice clearly. And here you are going to change this one. Again, heading is same only, na? Segment wise, everything is same. Only difference is in one, you are going to have like this, different types of plots, but finally the answer is same. I'm going to click on the apply and OK. Everything same thing, right? I have not changed the different categorical variable. I have not taken the different categorical variables in the different cases. I have taken the same categorical variables and I'm showing you the plots. Clear guys? Understood up to here. Let's continue in the tomorrow's class from here. If you are having any questions, you can ask. What are the questions you are having? Tomorrow we'll cover the line plot, pie charts, stacked area charts, and if possible, we'll also add the maps. We'll try to complete the maps one by one. Done. If no questions, you can leave. Already the notes was shared and data set is already available with you. Right. Sure. Sapna will do that. Right. Yeah. Done. If no questions, you can leave, guys.